Well, happy rainy Monday to you. And I know rain's a little dreary, but we thank God for rain and water in the earth. And for those of us who have flowers and gardens, we thank Him for a reprieve from having to get out and water. We have our weekly update here, and we do have three topics again today. So let's jump right into them. Number one is everyone's favorite red tape and face masks. No, that's no one's favorite. But I want to encourage you again. We have our sanctuary taped off. We so that folks sit 6 feet apart from each other. We do encourage you to wear masks uh, when we're singing specifically, but also have thought about this further. And when you're coming in and going out, we have more folks who are getting closer, interacting there. So the masks are a good idea that time. And I want to mention it again because I know we're all tired of it, and I know we all want to get back to the way things were and where we didn't have to worry about any of these things. But not just our national numbers are rising. I'm sure you hear about that every day in our news, but we've also had a couple of churches in the area. Concord Baptist Church in Jeff City and First Baptist Church Fulton have both had cases in the last few weeks in their in their congregations, and Concord pulled back from some of the youth and children's activities they were doing. They had to for a little while. Actually, I should add, in the last month, First Assembly of God in Jeff has also had a case. And then this last week, First Fulton had a case. And so they've had to cancel services at least last Sunday. I'm not sure what their plan is moving forward, but it's a reminder to me that it is, unfortunately, still in our area. That is, the coronavirus is in our area. Cases are I think still in our area slowly on the uptick, but it's something we need to be vigilant about. And our physical distancing and our face coverings, they do two things. The physical distancing particularly protects you from, if we have, and at this point maybe we should rather say when, God has been gracious to us so far, but if we have a coronavirus case in our congregation, then that physical distancing greatly diminishes the chance of that transmitting in our congregation. Same thing with our face mask. If you're healthy, if you don't have the coronavirus, the face mask has no benefit to you, or very little. Excuse me. But the trouble is, what seems to be the current state of the research is that folks can pass the coronavirus before they start to exhibit symptoms, and the incubation period is so long that it's tough to know who's infected right away. And so those masks help us not transmit when we are unaware that we have the coronavirus, that somebody has it. And so I want to encourage you about that. We don't like doing it. It's not because we think they're a great fashion statement, although I would say I'm very thankful for Jeannie Hackworth making some masks for me with Mizzou and with the Raiders on them. I think if everybody had a face mask as cool as mine are, then they wouldn't mind wearing them so much. But no, I know they're hassle, they're hot, there are all kinds of things. And so we are still encouraging you, and I want you to stay vigilant. I want you to be safe, and I want to protect those who are at risk in our congregation. And so remember, that's the deal. Absolutely stay home if you're sick. That we haven't said that in a long time, but stay home if you have symptoms. We're delighted to be able to live stream our services for you to watch us at home. But when you're here in the auditorium, I want you also to be cognizant of why we're doing the things that we're doing, and would ask that you help us with those things, as irritating as they are. Look, you put up with a pastor who's fairly irritating in his base nature, so you can do this too, and I appreciate your help, and just want to let you know that is why we're staying with it. And it looks like this is going to be with us for a while. I pray, just like you do, for a cure, for God to eliminate it, for a vaccine, for it does look like we're making some progress. The things I read are encouraging about the treatment plans that they use now. Far fewer people seem to be dying. There are better outcomes for this as we go along. And I'm encouraged by all of that. And I look forward to a day when I don't have to think 1 second about shaking somebody's hand, hugging somebody's neck, talking to them up close. I look forward to all of that. We're just not there yet. And so we ask you to help us as we try to keep everyone as safe as possible while still doing exactly what we want, which is to get together for worship. And Sunday school, we've mentioned that before. If your Sunday school class is not meeting yet, man, look for a time, because it is so good to get together, and we want to continue doing that in the safest way possible. But we need to get together, and these restrictions and encouragements, they help us keep doing that as safely as possible and for as long as possible. So appreciate your help in that. Number two, much happier. VBS, man, if there's one area of our church that has taken a beating over this coronavirus, it's our kids ministry. Figuring out how to get content to kids, how to do things, be together, and for our kids, it's just really hard. And I'm so excited to be having VBS next week. We're appreciative of the rain this week, and I pray that we get rain this week and then none next week, because we're going to be outside. We're going to be doing the drive-through VBS. Encourage folks, invite folks, 6:30 and 7:15. That does give us a little time. If we have so many people come that we need a third deal, well, we'll have time for that, and we'll run that as soon as we can after the second one. But 6:30 and 7:15 are the planned start times for each group. And again, they're going to come around, pick up a snack, pull around into our back parking lot. Just well, you can't really tell, but anyway, behind me that way. They'll come in and park, and we'll have a story time. We'll have a storyteller set up on a stage, and probably with an FM transmitter there. That's our plan, so that they listen to it on the car radio. Everybody will come in and park, and we'll park them so that they can see kind of shorter cars in the front, and tear that up as we go by. And then they'll pick up craft as they drive around the building up to our main parking lot. Once again, which, that pointing doesn't help, but it's over there. Anyway, then they'll have worship time over there. There's a lot of exciting developments about that. We're going to start next Sunday night, 6:30, 7:15. Hope you'll have folks that will come, you yourself, your family. If you can spare somebody, or you don't have kids, we'd love to have your help. Need some traffic direction, need some folks to help hand stuff out. Get a hold of Christy Smith about that, or call our office and we'll put you in touch. Anyway, we would love for you to be a part of Vacation Bible School, and invite your neighbors and friends. Let them know we're doing something, and they can be a part of it Sunday night through Thursday night, 6:30 and 7:15 for our Vacation Bible School. It will be a drive-through. They will stay, parents will stay with their kids in the car, but I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope you'll be a part of it. And then finally, number three is our graduates. We had baccalaureate service a few months ago, or a month ago, I should say. And we want to do something that we started a few years ago under Jason's ministry with our youth, where we took Bibles for our gift to our graduates. We took note-taking Bibles, and you get to write notes into them. So you get to speak into the lives of our graduates. As they look in God's Word, they can see a note from you, from their church family. And even if you're not well acquainted, you can pour into their life. And I encourage you to do this. So here's what we're doing. Starting today, in our back hallway, the Bibles will be laid out on 5 individual tables, and each graduate's name will be on one of those tables. So that's their Bible if you want to write a personalized note to them. If you just want to highlight a verse that's meaningful to you, you can do that in each Bible. But we're laying them out in the back hallway, and we'll have them out during the week, and Wednesday night, Sundays, those kinds of things, so people can get to them without having to crowd around them. We're doing them in the back hallway so they can be spaced out, and we can do that safely. But we encourage you, if you want to come by during the week, our office staff is usually here, but we can let you in without even coming by us. You can just go and highlight or leave a note in those Bibles. And I just really encourage you to do that. It's a cool idea. I'm glad we do it. And it works best when as many people as possible leave a note for our graduates to encourage them in studying the Word of God, sharing with them something that you have found meaningful. That's what I do. I highlight a verse and say, this has meant a lot to me. Here's why. And you can speak into their life for years to come through these Bibles. And so we hope you'll come and do that anytime we're open in the office, which is 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Thursday, and then 8:30 to noon on Friday. And of course, anytime we're having services Sunday night, Wednesday night, you can drop by and leave notes in those Bibles, and hope you'll do that. And hope you'll come join us. We love that you join us online, many of you, but hope you'll be able to come join us either in our auditorium or in our gym. You can worship either place. We have, if we get too crowded in the auditorium, we have space in the gym where you can watch the live stream together with folks. It is good to be together. Hope you'll come join us. Thanks for watching this, and come join us again at your first opportunity very soon at Union Hill Baptist Church.